There are 4 types of solar eclipses. The first and most spectacular is a total eclipse, when the moon completely covers the sun's surface. A total eclipse can only be seen if you're standing within the umbral shadow. Outside the path of totality, the moon passes in front of the sun off-center, never fully covering its surface. Third, an annular eclipse occurs when the moon passes directly in front of the sun. However, unlike a total eclipse, the moon appears too small to fully cover the sun. The moon's orbit is elliptical, so sometimes it's closer to Earth and sometimes it's farther away. While a total solar eclipse happens somewhere on Earth every year or two, any given point on Earth experiences the event only about once every 400 years.
We're going to be looking at these 3 very important eclipses. The first one took place in August 21st, 2017. It went from Portland, Oregon to South Carolina. That eclipse only covered one nation. It was a total solar eclipse. Then came an annular eclipse, which is basically a total solar eclipse, except the moon is farther away from the Earth and looks smaller and is unable to completely cover the sun. That annular solar eclipse took place in October of 2023. So it's a little bit different than the other 2. The third solar eclipse is coming up in April of this year, 2024. And it is, again, a total solar eclipse. Now, when we examine the United States and these 3 solar eclipses, you'll see there's a very distinct shape that happens to match the first letter in the Hebrew alphabet, the Aleph. Okay, so there we have a perfect Aleph drawn by God over the United States. What could that mean? So you remove the annular solar eclipse and look at just the 2 total solar eclipses, and we get an X across America that resembles the letter Tav of the Hebrew alphabet. Tav is the last letter in the Hebrew alphabet. Okay? There you got it. You got the Aleph and the Tav. And if you look at that, the Aleph is the first letter in the Hebrew alphabet, and the Tav is the last letter in the Hebrew alphabet. You have the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last. Isn't that amazing? Something else I noticed that I found very interesting, looking at the New Madrid subduction zone. It has a distinct shape, and that shape kind of reminds me of the earliest Hebrew letter, Aleph, the first letter in the Hebrew language, and the first letter in the word America. Then on 8/21/2017, the date of the first solar eclipse, to the 4/8/2024 of the second solar eclipse, gives us a period of 6 years, 7 months, and 18 days. That's 6718. And if we look that up in Strong's Concordance, let's find out what that means. Looking at Strong 6718, we see that the definition for that is hunting and game. It's used in the Bible as hunter, 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 mighty hunter, Nimrod the mighty hunter, a cunning hunter, skillful hunter, venison, game, venison, game. Now let's take a look at another use of it in the Bible. We'll look at Job. In the book of Job 38:41, it's used as provisions taken on a journey. Isn't that interesting? Is somebody going on a journey? Maybe. I'm not even going to speculate on that, but there it is.